In Texas, child support is usually calculated by applying guidelines contained in Chapter 154 of the Texas Family Code. Although the Texas child support system is complex, at its heart lies a simple formula that parents, attorneys, and judges rely on every day. This video explains the simple formula for calculating guideline child support in Texas.
Texas is one of only a few states that use a simple guideline formula. Some people complain that the Texas approach is simplistic, not simple, and fails to give consideration to modern family dynamics, where children often have two working parents. Another complaint about the Texas system is that it encourages parents to engage in legal battles over shared parenting time when the real issue is the payment of child support. Despite these shortcomings, the Texas system does have some advantages. First, it truly is simple. Once you understand the basic formula, it's easy to determine what a court is likely to order for child support. This encourages the settlement of legal disputes without the expense and inconvenience of a contested trial. Secondly, it encourages a certain amount of flexibility between parents regarding sharing time with the children. Some states have systems that motivate parents to keep track of the exact number of days the children spend with each parent, because the exact amount of parenting time is a factor in determining the amount of child support paid or received. Finally, outside of extreme circumstances, the Texas system is applied uniformly throughout the state. Uniformity is an important aspect of a just legal system, and the Texas child support guidelines achieve that goal. Jeremy, explain the first step in calculating guideline child support in Texas.
Sure. Let's talk about who pays child support and how income is treated. In Texas, child support is usually calculated using a simple formula based on the obligor's income. The obligor is the person who pays child support. Guideline child support is calculated as a percentage of the obligor's net resources. Net resources is computed by taking the obligor's gross income from all sources and subtracting these items, federal and state income taxes, for a single person claiming one exemption, Medicare and Social Security taxes, union dues, and the cost of health and dental insurance for the children.
Next, we look up the child support factor. The child support factor depends on the number of children who are part of the lawsuit and the number of other children for whom the obligor has a legal duty of support. Here is a simplified table of child support factors. You can see, for example, that if there are two children who are part of the lawsuit and the obligor has no other children, then the child support factor is 25%. If there are 3 children who are the subject of the lawsuit and the obligor has 2 other children, then the child support factor is 25.2%.
Once you calculate net resources and look up the child support factor, guideline child support is calculated by simply multiplying the two numbers together. In its simplest form, guideline child support is equal to net resources multiplied by the child support factor. There are other considerations that an attorney can help you work through. For example, the Texas courts have determined that scholarships and gifts regularly received by the obligor should be added to gross income to arrive at a higher amount of net resources. If the obligor's monthly net resources are less than $1,000, then the child support factors are reduced by about 5%. If the child's proven needs cannot be met by the application of the child support guidelines, or if the obligor monthly resources are significantly greater than the cap of $9,200 per month, the judge can award more than guideline child support. So even though the basic child support formula in Texas is simple, its application can be quite complex. For these reasons, it is a good idea to meet with a qualified family law attorney to see how subtleties in the statutes and developments in case law will affect your case.